no good tagline to get you into the Libya-Syria conversation. I just need you to listen, okay? This is why porn stars rule the app. If you thought that ISIS was a product of the CIA in the 80s, or you thought that Al-Qaeda was a Hillary Clinton State Department invention used to push out the Russians in Afghanistan, or maybe you thought that veterans weren't as patriotic as you thought they were, this week you were proven right because Donald Trump had a former ISIS and Al-Qaeda leader in the White House. Okay. On the day before Veterans Day, we had the first Syrian president ever step foot inside the White House, and this Syrian president was a member of Al-Qaeda and ISIS. We had a $10 million bounty on his head. It's who the Republicans think Mom Donnie and Obama are, okay? And since he's recently been installed in the area to fight off the Islamic State, we released sanctions on Syria. So today let's talk about why every president's script says they have to say their greatest regret was their withdrawal from their proxy war. Manufacturing consent to start wars using terrorism under the guise of nation building is nothing new. If you're confused as to why our president said a 43-year-old terrorist was a young, handsome guy this week, let's just look at the similarities between Libya. This quick because I have to run back into church, but basically in 2011 during the Arab Spring, both conflicts started. They both morphed into civil wars almost immediately with foreign interference and sanctions. Russia's of course been at the center of this, but America attacked Syria twice. We know what we did to Libya. Do you know about Operation Timber Sycamore? Look it up. Do you know about when the DOD invaded Syria from our bases in Iraq? Of course you don't. Okay, now let's get to the differences. One, of course, Syria didn't threaten French oil production, and they didn't want to stop trading their oil in the US dollar. Syria's internal fuel policies are heavily influenced by the dollar and our sanctions. Russia wasn't directly backing Libya. We can't go near there. NATO can't go near there. When you have China, Russia, Iran, and Hezbollah all backing a country, any military invention is the start of World War III. It wasn't able to collapse overnight like Libya because our sanctions and diplomatic pressure could only get us so far. And kids, life is like high school. Gaddafi didn't have popular friends. Long story short, I mean, the US and the US veterans are now friends with the guy that they were chasing around the Middle East for 10 years. The guy who led factions of Al-Qaeda in Syria until he mysteriously got the funding to start his own militia and overthrow their literal government. The easiest part about puppet presidents and proxy wars to me is that after they conquer the countries, they go on press tours with all the countries that they've been fighting with their entire lives, and we fall for the same playbook every single time. All right, y'all, I gotta run back into church. Have a really good